Happy Tuesday and welcome to our next live episode of Season Sunflower Hour. I have missed you all and it has only been a week. I am so excited that this month, for ALS Awareness Month, we get to be with you every single week. I love it. So if you are watching, make sure you hit up our comment section and let us know. Say hello. I love getting to interact and see all the people from around the world that are watching the show and part of our Sunflower Hour family. And as always, guys, if you haven't done it already, make sure you hit that follow button, subscribe, like, whatever medium you're watching us on. Make sure you jump all in, be all in to follow us so that you never miss any of our episodes or any of our exciting guests. I hope May has been going so great for everyone. We talked about Mother's Day last week. I hope all the mothers out there had a beautiful time. And as always, we have some really great things to look forward to. ALS United is doing so many amazing things, and I will never, ever let you miss any of them. I promise you. So walk season is just around the corner. That is coming up before we know it. We've got the very first one on June 1st, Walk ALS Chicago. That will be in Wheaton. You guys check that out. If you're in the area, you've heard me say this before. It is not too late to still create a walk team if you want to do so, or you can join someone else's walk team. Maybe you were so inspired by someone you saw on the show and you want to join their walk team. That is possible. But even if you don't want to walk at all, just come out, bring your family out. It's such a cool family-friendly event. They have so many things. It's so much bigger than just a walk. It is an experience and it is amazing and inspiring and just so happy and just joyful to be there. So come out, check out the walk. That's on June 1st in Wheaton. And then coming up on July 14th, we have Walk ALS in Northern Illinois. And then in September, we have our Peoria and Champaign walk. So no matter where you are, come out, find a walk near you. And hey, if you are one of those amazing Sunflower Hour friends that are watching from out of the state of Illinois, you can always just get out there, walk around the block, grab some friends, and have your own virtual walk for ALS. And just as you're passing by your neighbors, as you're passing by others out there walking, just say, hey, tell them you're spreading some ALS awareness and spread the word and let them know what it is, because that's how all of us work together to make a difference in the ALS world. So walks are coming up, guys. Don't miss those. Sam has already put all the information up in the comment section if you're interested in any of that. And now we're talking about May, it was Mother's Day. We got to talk a little bit about that last week. And tonight we are joined by a mother-daughter duo who has taken to the streets of Chicago to spread awareness and raise much-needed funds in the fight against ALS. Now, more specifically, they're doing so 1 mile at a time. Now, Amy and Kate are running the Bank of America Chicago Marathon in memory of Jeanette, a beloved mother and grandmother, and for all of those who are currently battling ALS. They are the legs. They're out there spreading awareness for everyone fighting this disease. So here to tell us what it's like to be a member of Team ALS and run the Chicago Marathon, please welcome Amy and Kate. So, hi, ladies.
Hi.
Oh, how's it going? So you guys are joining us from Wisconsin. You just drove in there. It's a little crazy. So I know you haven't been there for long, but how's Wisconsin?
Yeah, good. We got here about not even an hour ago. So yeah.
I love it. Well, welcome. And we're so excited that even in your travels, you still made time to hop on and join us and share some awesome stories with us.
Yeah.
Oh, and Amy, I got to talk to you a little bit before this. So I know that your family has had a crazy month too. So catch me up on some of the exciting things that have been happening in the Goray family.
Yeah, May has been very busy. I flew out to Colorado where Kate goes to school and moved her into storage, and then she was back. So we just had a quick Colorado visit. And then that very next week, my oldest daughter, Sophie, graduated from the University of Illinois. So we had her graduation. And then this past weekend, we had her graduation going away party because Sophie's moving to Dallas in 2 weeks to take on a job there. So yeah, so we're moving her. So we're going to drive to Dallas next in like 2 weeks.
So it's busy.
Yeah.
Oh, you've got two incredible girls there.
I
Kate,
like
how much
both.
longer do you have
I do.
in
Oh,
school? How much longer in college do you have?
I have 3 more years.
Ooh,
Yes. So I just
yes.
finished my freshman year.
Oh, awesome. Congrats.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Congrats. Put off getting out of school as long as possible.
Trust me, I will.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll trade places with you. I miss those days.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
congratulations. Seriously,
Thank you.
congratulations on your first year and you having 2 amazing daughters that are doing some incredible things. And what
Yeah.
a great month.
It's been very exciting. We're really proud of Sophie and proud of you, but to see her graduate was very exciting. So she was a 2020 grad, so we didn't have really a high school graduation. So it was extra special to
Oh,
see everything. So yeah,
okay.
to see her walk
Yeah.
across the stage.
Oh, that's so awesome. Well,
Yeah.
cool. And if she's watching, congratulations on your new job. I hope you love Dallas. That's super, super exciting.
Yeah, we're excited.
Oh, girls, you already have some fans.
Yep.
They are saying you have the most beautiful smiles. I agree. They do have beautiful smiles. And I love you too when you came on because Kate, I didn't get to meet. Well, I haven't met either of you in person. But Amy, I got to talk to you. Kate, I didn't get to talk to you, but you two, you're both gorgeous. You look like mother-daughter. I love that.
Thank you.
I think that's so awesome. Well, okay, we are here to talk about some ALS stuff.
Yeah.
It's a family you don't ever want to be a part of, but then
No.
when you find yourself in this, it's an amazing group of people. So I love that we can still talk about, or as this episode progresses, we're going to talk about some heavy stuff, but we can still smile and we still somehow some really beautiful, positive things always come out of this horrible negative thing.
Yeah.
So I want to dive into this because, Amy, ALS found its way sort of into your life a while ago when you were dating your now husband. So how did you get this? I want you to tell us about this and how you got sort of this up close personal look at ALS.
Yeah. So in 1995, I started dating my husband, or Chris, my husband now, and met his wonderful family. He's the youngest of 5. And at the time, too, being the youngest, his 4 siblings had, I don't know, 13, 14, 15 nieces and nephews. I mean, it was a big family I came into, super close family. And I met his mom, Jeanette, and just really loved her. But it was that year that she actually started having symptoms in 95. And then she was diagnosed in 96, because at the time, too, it really takes a long time to figure out. I think it was just ruling things out. But then she was diagnosed in 96 and she passed in 97. So it was all very, very fast. So I walked into this wonderful family, but it was at a time that really a lot was going on. And it was very hard to, sorry, we're starting with some rain now. It's just, I'm like, what's going on?
It's just Jeanette saying hi. And she's like, yes, I'm watching the show.
Yeah. So it, she was diagnosed, and the story with ALS. So we knew there wasn't going to be a lot of time, but,
well, how did she, and I'm excited to hear this because I know you're going to read something special, but so how did she, since you kind of got to witness this and you got to learn about ALS through this, you didn't really have any experience with this prior, and then you were thrown into getting to see really what this does to somebody and somebody that you love and care about.
Yeah.
So how did she approach this journey of ALS? For her, it was quick, but how was it for her?
So I actually asked my sister-in-law, Lori, if she could write something or tell me how she saw her mom approach it. I mean, because from my standpoint, she just really was this strong, amazing woman, but I literally was new to the family. And so Lori wrote, I got to get my readers for this.
Love it.
Sorry. Okay, of course it's not opening.
You girls look so cute in your glasses. I love it.
So Lori, her take, Mom was always positive around us. She brightened up whenever her grandkids came over to play. Mom's strong faith in God helped her learn to accept her diagnosis. I recall how willing she was to try a wheelchair and let us race her up and down the driveway, even though using a chair was a clear indication her symptoms were worsening. We had amazing support from Les Turner. The Les Turner ALS Foundation is who we were getting support from, not only for mom, but for the entire family. So that's, yeah, she took it in stride as much as you can, and really was just a strong, still there for her family and her grandkids and everybody, and didn't miss a beat with being a mom and a grandma.
I love that. And I'm always in awe sort of when people are faced with something like this, when they're battling something so horrible, and we know what that does to you, that they still have that strength and that love and that courage and all of those things. It's incredible people.
Yeah.
Yeah. ALS always comes for the most amazing people.
Yeah, it is.
How do you feel like that impacted you? Because like you said, you were new to the family, kind of all this was happening. How did that impact you and your fiance, your husband now?
Yeah, it was, it was just, for me, it was like this amazing family to come into. And I loved them all. And right off the bat, it was, coming into all these kids and nieces and nephews and siblings, and they were close, and, someone had a baseball game or someone had a soccer, there was always somebody was doing something and together a lot. And that was really wonderful to be a part of. But then obviously it shifted to, what you knew was coming. And that was really hard. And at the time, my husband and I, we got engaged while she was, had ALS. And obviously the hope had been to have her at our wedding, and she wasn't able to be there. So I'm going to get teary.
But I think the rain was her telling you she's here. She's watching. She's loving on you. And I know she missed the wedding, and you had told me, I think the timing of this was so crazy when she actually did pass away.
Oh, yeah.
What did that fall on?
I feel like I needed Kleenex here. So we actually, the whole family went to Wrigley for Cubs game for ALS Day. And so actually the majority of the family, she was near the end. And so my sister-in-law and brother-in-law had stayed back. And then we got a call during, I think, the 7th inning that it was time to come home. And so we left the ALS game for the Cubs game and went home, and everybody was around her bed, and we were all, kids, husband, kids, siblings, the nieces and nephews, everybody was there, and we were all with her when she passed. So, and speaking of like the rain and her, there was an interesting story that night when she did pass. I don't think there was a storm or anything going on, but the lights went out too. So it was like, I don't know. I think it was her telling us, "Hey, I'm okay.
I'm okay." Yeah.
So we always remember that, leaving or being there, and after she passed, I don't think everybody was there still at that point, but it was just strange that power went out for no reason, and I don't think anyone else on the block, just us. So
I get goosebumps with stuff like that, because it's special, and you felt it. And I think something, when she's just coming to tell you that she's happy and she's not in pain anymore.
But it was very special to have everybody there with her. And I've, just that we all made it, and we're all with her and let her know it was okay. And it was strange that we came from the ALS Cubs game too for it.
Well, that's exactly why we're doing this, which I love this, because this will lead into what we're going to talk about in a little bit on what that motivated you and your family to do. But it's these moments. It's so that nobody has to lose their mom, mother-in-law, grandma. Like we want to put an end to that, because that's not fair.
Yeah.
And after Jeanette passed away, was there anything that you guys did to sort of, did you have any traditions that were really important that you kept on, or how did you guys honor her after she passed away?
Oh, I don't know if I can say the specific tradition. I think from what I learned of Jeanette when I started, came into the family, was I think she was just a very present person. She was present with her grandkids, present with her kids, went to games. I hear that she was, because Kate and Sophie were not here yet, but that she was the greatest grandma and babysitter and always just there. And I think that's just something that I think trying to be present for each other and be, following her footsteps of being with family. And so,
Yeah. Oh, I love that.
yeah.
I love that. I
So,
wish your girls would have got to meet her,
yeah,
but
me
I have
too.
a feeling from what you sort of described about her and from the little bit I know about you, Kate, I have a feeling you've got some of those. You've got that strength and
Yeah.
you've got all of that inside of you. Oh, I love it. Well, okay, so this horrible thing happens because ALS absolutely sucks. And it took someone in the family that you really loved. What was that? I know you had said you were going through some grieving because not only did this happen, you lost your mother-in-law to ALS, and then pretty quickly after that, you lost your dad to cancer. It's like,
Yeah.
it was just the hits just kept coming. So you were going through a lot and losing people that you really loved in your family, but you turned to something to sort of help with the grieving process.
Yeah.
What did you lean into to
Yeah.
help you?
I have no idea what I was thinking, but the year after my dad died, he died of cancer a few years after my mother-in-law. And I had Sophie was one. She was a baby, and I just said, I'm going to sign up for a marathon. I have no idea why. I don't think I'd run more than maybe a 10K at that point, 5K, but 10K, not even a half. I just signed up for the Chicago Marathon, but it was just something that I felt like I had a 1-year-old. I was very close to my dad, and I was kind of just grieving that. And I signed up, and it was just my therapy. And it really, weird therapy. Who signs up for a marathon?
Yeah.
But it really, it was for me. I don't run with music. I didn't start that way, so I still don't. So it was like my time to just be out there and think and reminisce and cope and all of that. And that's my first year of running a marathon. I thought about my dad a lot. And I thought about my mother-in-law a lot. And that's what started me running. So
do you think that's what helped you get
So
through?
So
Is that what got you through the grieving process? Is that kind of where you said you had all that internal dialogue and just worked through
I
missing
think
them?
it did. I think still to this day, again, like I don't run with music. It's kind of I just stupid say one with nature. No,
No.
I just think, and I don't know. And so I do think it helped me to process grieving through that.
Okay.
I don't know, but
No, I think that's amazing. I'm not a runner, so I don't know
yeah.
that feeling.
Well, I wasn't a
but
runner either. So I don't know. People are like, wait, what if I hadn't run anything long? So I didn't really know what I was getting into, but
Okay.
as I started doing it, it was exactly what I needed to be doing. So yeah.
You would love, we had some guests on here before, husband and wife, and it's funny, they had that same reaction that he lost his mom to ALS. And then at the funeral, he said, I'm running the Chicago Marathon. And his wife's like, oh, yeah. Okay. I'll run it with you because it's not happening. And then, oh, shoot, she got roped into this. But he said the same thing. That was his moment that was how he dealt with it. That's how he coped with all the pain and the anger and the sadness and all the things he was feeling. He'd run it out.
Yeah. Yep. And it's
kudos to you.
Yeah. And you do think about, as I'm running, or I know we'll probably talk about this with training, but it can be hard and it's, things are hurting, but I'm like, I'm healthy and I can do this. And if all my loved ones were fighting through things that they couldn't control, I can get through this. So
yeah. So we say that you're running for all of those who can't. Yeah. So you did one. Okay. Did you get hooked? Were you like, this is my thing and I have to keep going?
Well, I did know that after the first one, I was like, oh, I'm doing it again. I'm definitely doing it again. So I do know people that are like, it was a great feeling, but I'm done. I did my one and I'm going to, I knew I wanted to do it again. And so I think I started doing like that. Sophie was one. I did another one. Then I was pregnant with you. So I didn't do, like, I would do years off. But if I've been healthy, I've been trying to do like one a year. So this year will be 15. So
yeah. Okay. So then you continued on. Yeah, it's not like, oh, I came back for a second year. No, you came back for double-digit years.
Yeah.
So those first 12 though, so you did 12 initially before you started running for charity. But those 12, was it always the Chicago Marathon every year?
The majority, I did a lot of Chicago. I did Milwaukee a few times, 3, I think. I did Green Bay and Naperville when they had one, but most of them were Chicago. They were all Midwest, but I did try a few others. So,
well, out of the ones you did then, Midwest wise, do you have a favorite path? Which was your favorite sort of running? I don't know what you call that in the marathon, like.
They were all different. Like Chicago is amazing of being able to go through the city and the neighborhoods and the crowd support and just seeing all the runners out there too. Everybody's, different ages, different sizes, different abilities, and we're all just plugging through these streets. So Chicago is really amazing and special. Milwaukee I loved Milwaukee too, but it was smaller. It's like 3,000 people, and they take you on a bus and drive you 26 miles away and you run back. So that's a really long bus ride when you're just sitting there going to run back. But it was also super cool because it was so quiet, but people just came out of their houses and set up like chairs and were cheering you on and having marathon parties in their front yard to just cheer on the little group that's going past. So that was cool. I'm from Wisconsin. I'm a Packer fan. So Green Bay was cool because you finish at Lambeau.
Nice.
And Naperville was okay. We got some thunder.
She's saying hi. She's with us.
Yeah.
That's our third member of the show tonight. She is our fourth member. She is with us.
Yeah. So.
Oh, I love he's saying here, she's here.
Yeah.
We've got the Mazzanti family from the Bayfront watching in. I love that. Thank you guys for joining. Well, okay, so you did 12 marathons. I like to say this. You kind of did 12 marathons solo, and then you found your way to Team ALS. So why? Why did you come to us?
So actually, Chicago it's a lottery now to get in. And so, the year that I joined Team ALS, I was running it with my college roommate, Mindy, and she had done one with me years ago and hadn't done one since, but we both turned 50 and like a week apart from each other. So she's like, we're going to do the Chicago Marathon again for our 50th. That would be her second marathon. So we both signed up. She got in and I didn't get in the lottery. And she's like, you can't leave me alone. So I was like, you know what, I'm going to do charity. I've heard great things about running for charity. And I really had two choices I was looking at. I was going to do ALS or American Cancer Society for my dad. But I had done a lot of some Relay for Life stuff with American Cancer Society before. So I wanted to do ALS. So I signed up, and it was like the best decision ever I didn't avoid it before. I just had gotten in. And then when I didn't, I was like, oh my gosh, everybody should do a charity. It's awesome.
I love that. I mean, I'm a little bit biased, but I love that you said that. So what is it like for anyone watching that's maybe never run, that's done 12 marathons and never thought of running for a charity? Why should they? What's it like to be a part of Team ALS?
I did literally write some notes for that.
Love
because
it.
I was like, because I just wrote, like motivating, inspiring, camaraderie, support, encouragement. You felt you're a part of something and truly running with a purpose. There is a lot of when I joined it, there's a team page. We have a Facebook page. So people are messaging each other and sharing info and support and all of that. And there are a lot of people who this is their first marathon,
Mhm.
and who are
Mhm.
also doing it for somebody they love, and they're like, okay, they're going through this, I can do this to help raise awareness, raise funds. So it's just when it's Team ALS, it is a team. Everybody is so supportive and giving you ideas on fundraising and supporting you when you're, feeling like you're not doing well or reaching your goals or anything like that. And then you're running for something that really means something. I mean, I enjoyed my 12, but I just ran. And I said the first year I went for Team ALS, I came home after the race and I go, that was amazing I didn't just come home and be like, oh, I did a marathon. The people I saw that day and the night before, all this stuff, I can go into that, but it was a really special process and I felt so differently on my 13th being a part of that than a lot of the previous years.
Wow.
So, yeah.
That's amazing to hear. And it's more than just the weekend too, which I love. It is so much more. And they really are even just from the moment you sign up.
Yes.
Once you join that Team ALS, you're instantly now in this family and they take care of you, right? To let people know some of the things, because I think when people hear run a marathon for charity, they think, cool, you show up the day, you run and you raise money for charity. It's so much more than that. What were some of the other aspects that came with running for
like I was
ALS?
just telling Kate, there's the Facebook group, and so a lot of people share stuff on there. So you always have that kind of constant communication as much as you want to get out of it. I posted today to share that I was doing this, that we were doing this. There's a meet and greet coming up in the city. I'm not sure on the date, but like next week or the week after that I want to go to. So you can meet some of the people I can meet every year. There's new people, and some years there's people that repeat. So this will be my third year, but there's, anybody that's new, it's great to meet ahead of time. They do runs together. There's a lot of people, we're in the suburbs, but there's people in the city that maybe they're doing training runs together as a group, and they just do different things. People are, last year, a lot of people shared different fundraising techniques, different ideas of, sponsor a mile or do things that I was like, oh, I never thought of that. So it's just, they're supporting you throughout that whole process too. But there are meetups and events and the banquet, the dinner the night before, and then they have the morning of, everybody meets together. We do a group picture, and then we know the stops on the race that they're going to have the ALS support groups, to cheer us on. So it's just throughout the whole process.
And sweets. I can't wait for you to experience this, Kate, from sort of the other side, because I know we'll talk in a sec, but I know you got a little taste from witnessing your mom, but I feel like it's going to be a whole different ballgame for you now to be a runner, and they treat you like a superstar.
Yeah, I got to a little, I went to the first marathon you ran with ALS, and I went to the little like after party thing, and they had like a screen showing the finish line, which was cool, and like people would come up and everybody in the room would cheer. It was just like a cool atmosphere. So I'm excited to actually like be there after like being a part of it and like meeting a bunch of people.
Yeah. What was it like for you then, since you got to go to the first one and see your mom run? What was it like for you to sort of see your mom go through this process, watch her train, watch her do all of this hard work, and then get to see her finish the Chicago Marathon?
It was cool because I remember you were like really nervous before because you felt like you didn't train as much as you had hoped to. So I like went there and I was nervous, but it was like I saw like just like how much it meant to like be there, and just like I guess how outside factors kind of help motivate. So it was cool to see that, and then actually getting to the finish line, and being able to have like another whole room of people congratulate you on finishing. So it was cool. I'm looking.
Did you feel that love? Did you feel that family love support?
Yeah, it was really cool. And like there was a bunch of families there. It's not like it was just the runners. Like I mean, I was there with her. There was a bunch of other kids there, like with their parents. It was cool. There were a lot of other people there that were supporting who was running. So
Okay. Well, what made you decide? Because I'm not gonna lie, if I was you, I would just stay on the sidelines supporting my mama, cheering her on. What made you go from that to saying, "Oh, I'm gonna run with you"?
well, so even after the first marathon, I literally told you, I was like, okay, I'm running the next one with you.
Yeah,
And my mom was like before my first year of college, like that, like, no, like just wait, just wait.
Yeah.
So I decided to do it this year. And I mean, I've always been like an active person.
Yeah.
I run a lot. I've
Okay.
played soccer, so I don't know, I enjoy it. It's not like a chore, except when you get into like the longer. Actually, I feel like I should take that back.
It
Yeah.
Sure.
I say, so you're one of those people. You're one of those crazy runners who enjoys running, torturing yourself for 26 miles. You crazy person.
I don't know about
She
that.
will be. Yeah.
But I was like, I don't know. It just like seeing like the end of the race and everybody just like so happy and being on the other side of actually like cheering people on, walking from like race spot to race spot where like I knew I was going to see her. It was like, it's just like packed and it looks so cool. So I was like, I want to do it. Like, not many people get that chance to do it, and I thought it'd be fun. So
It's true. Oh, that's so awesome. Bless you. Seriously. Absolutely bless you. Are you two training together? Is that something you do together?
We're gonna do runs together, but she's like so much faster than
I'm
me.
not so much faster.
Well, you're faster.
But I also see as she was saying earlier, she doesn't like listening to music. I can't run if I'm not listening to music. So then it's like I feel bad if like I'm running next to you.
No, but
I'm just like,
I don't.
Okay.
It's fine for me too because I do a lot of runs on my own because I can't. Some people can like, and I'm like, oh, I can't. So if you listen to your music and I just, you know, we do run some runs together and like we'll be running and I'm like, why don't you run up ahead and turn back around and meet me? And she's like, okay. So then she'll do like because she's faster. So
Yeah.
we're working the details on how.
Cool.
But I'm trying to up my training because it's been kind of slacking in recent years to a little bit more towards hers, but I still know she's, but I don't know. We talked about still wanting to do it together. So
yeah. Well, you've also like, because you're saying I've never run farther than a 10K. So like,
oh, I guess you.
I don't know how like it works.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna be like flying through it.
Yeah. Wow.
Well, Kate, you're about to find out sort of in a real big way. That was a big 26.2 miles, girl.
Yeah. But there was a couple girls last year for Team ALS that I saw at the post race, where we met up. And they were college age girls and we're talking to them about their training and they're like, it hasn't really been that great. We're in college and doing all this. And I'm like, but you're also like 19 and 20. Your bodies can do this. And they did great. They said it was hard, but they did it. So I don't doubt that you'll be fine.
Oh, absolutely not. For sure. You are going to have this. You've got this in the bag. But then you've kind of a little bit been training separately, kind of doing your own thing and preparing. What was that process like? Because we've had runners on the show before. We've got so many amazing Team ALS members, and they have come on and they've all kind of talked about the fact that the training in itself is a whole separate experience. The
Oh,
marathon, one beast, but then also it's an experience of this training. And a lot of them have these stories about how that, like with you, Amy, that was their way of grieving, or that was their moment of realizing they're stronger than they thought possible, or
mhm.
that's when they went out and that's when they would actually literally talk to their loved one that they missed, or they'd get these signs, or they'd feel them with. So
Yeah.
with that experience, I mean, what has training been like for you two? Or maybe what have you learned about yourselves or each other through this training process?
Yeah. Well, you say we're not fully into the,
Wait, when does it start? When are we?
in like a couple weeks, we start our
Okay.
official
Yeah.
training. So it's kind of
Okay.
pre-training.
Yeah. But I mean, we've both been like kind of doing our own, like getting like some miles in, like here and there.
And she just got back
Yeah.
like last week. So that's why
Okay.
it's going to be exciting to be training together here, where we were just kind of communicating it, telling each other how much we ran separately to,
Cool.
Yeah.
Things like that.
Okay. So well, the next time we chat with you, Kate,
Yes.
we'll have to find out what that taught. But Amy, you've been through this though,
Yeah.
so you've done the training thing. Have you had those moments when you're
I
out there
have.
running?
You know what? I have. I actually, when you are getting into the long runs, like the really long runs, and definitely at the race day, they talk about hitting mile 20 is like hitting the wall, and you got to go through those last 6 miles. I think most people would tell you they have some conversations with people. And I think that, like I've thought like I can do this, and I felt like somebody was telling me I can do this. And I've ran for different people. Like I had, we've had some friends who have lost kids from some diseases too. And one year last year, my Hope shirt, I think I sent you that, where it said Hope. That's from one of our charities. I've worn some other ones, and you just think of those kids or anyone you've lost too. I hit a point where I'm like, it's mind over matter. And I feel like I'm thinking of that person going, they couldn't get through this. I can do this. I can do this for them. I can do this for people that are fighting something they didn't have control over. So there's a lot of, you think a lot, and I think you have conversations, especially at those later miles, with people that you love.
Yeah.
So it sounds weird, but
No.
I think you'll get to that wall,
I feel
and
like
you
I've
get
been on
and you
runs
get
and it's
those.
just been-
Yeah. Have you already kind of felt a little bit of that, Kate?
Well, sometimes when I don't have my music, I need to like almost like entertain myself. So maybe I'll just like talk. Like oh my God, I think like sometimes I'll pretend like I'm on like a TED Talk and just like just talk.
Yeah.
So
Why not?
Yeah.
either to person or fake audience.
Yeah.
Love it.
But when you do get into the later part of training, that gets really hard and time consuming, and your body's hurting and all that stuff. That's what's been really nice too with Team ALS is, again, the support. I was doing before, I would just do it and complain to my family, everything hurt. And complain to my fellow runners. No, but I mean, people, there's just that camaraderie of we're all in that, like, oh my God, we have this long one this week, and I'm not sure, support. And even if it's just on a forum, a group page that we talk, but also with Team ALS, they give you, you can do some marathon training programs. So like Kara, the Chicago area runners, you would have to, if I was just doing it on my own, I could sign up for Kara to do marathon training, but you pay for it. They include that for all of us team runners. And then, so you could meet up with other people doing those training runs and everything. So Team ALS gives us the support to train properly and get through that too.
And that is one of the things, I'm glad you brought that up, because I really want people to hear this, to understand, because we do this with the walks too. I mean, even walk teams, they're so supportive. They're there with you every step of the way, anything you need. It's the same with the run. They're there for coaching, for support, for tips. If you're, if you come back and you say, oh man, this was getting chafed or my skin, somebody has experience with that and they can be able to tell you, hey, try this. This worked for me. This didn't work for me. They're there to give you tips. They're there to help you. So you don't feel like you're not out there alone trying to figure this out.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then just again, I say that it's true. You're like superstars because to us, you hands down, you are superstars. You two girls, everyone on Team ALS, really, you are superstars. And so we want to make sure you know that and that you feel that because as you said, there's team dinners, there's team activities, there's a VIP suite. You get to come in so you don't, especially if the weather's bad, your family doesn't have to stand outside. They can be in the VIP
and they
suite.
can watch on the big screen. All that too. So
they can watch, they can track you. There's food and refreshments and
massages afterwards. We get a massage. I tell you that they have a room for getting massages for all the runners. So
that is my favorite part of this whole experience. And I'm like, ALS United, you guys are amazing. They think about that stuff through. Yes, okay, you're gonna get to come out of that. Your body's just gonna be, you get to go have a massage.
I'm excited.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, just all that, just the total thing. And I love that, especially because Amy, you have done again 12 marathons is incredible. You've done 12, and then this is your third year now with Team ALS, and you've said it. Night and day, you can never go back. It's a night and day difference.
And I'm so excited for Kate for that being her first experience, because it just makes it an overall great experience. You're running for, you're going to finish and do it and go, oh, I did a marathon, but you're going to have done it with this amazing group of people and did it to raise money for ALS and gotten the support and the camaraderie. And it's just going to be a cool way to start. You're going to be hooked. I don't doubt it.
Well,
I can't wait to see that. And if you're going to be getting, Kate, we're going to have to come back and celebrate your 15th marathon. Woo. Well, okay. So you just said you're so excited not only to get to do this with your daughter, but to get to have her first experience for this. What are you, out of the things that happen throughout the whole marathon process, is there maybe one thing that stands out that you're most excited for Kate to get to experience for the first time?
Well, I guess twofold. For the race, obviously crossing the finish line.
I'm so excited.
I still say the first time you cross the finish line, I wish I could bottle up the emotions you feel. I still remember the first time I was like, oh, I ran by myself. I was, and I was so excited. I like, and I turned to the guy next to me at the finish line, like high five. And he's just walked past me. Like, okay, somebody give me a high five. But they're just the emotions. You see everybody feeling that same emotion, except for the guy I was next to. But everybody else was just tears. And I mean, I had tears going up the last hill. Like it was the only hill. It is the only one, but it's just such an amazing feeling. But there's so much with the marathon, neighborhoods, all of that. For Team ALS, I can't wait for her to do the dinner the night before because I was blown away at that. How I was telling you that I joined Team ALS when my college roommate Mindy got in the lottery, but I didn't. So she came with me because we were both running it, staying in a hotel downtown together. And so she came as my date, my plus one. My Kate came to it, but my husband was out of town that weekend, so he couldn't make it. So Mindy came, and she was like, we were both blown away. It was my first experience with the dinner, and she was there, not someone who hasn't lost anyone to ALS, and just was, and she was like, oh my God, I want to do this too. Like she was so moved by it too. So I really can't wait for you to. That dinner was really special. It just was I've done 2 of them now. And I just think they do such a nice job of getting people to, you're sitting, talking to people, but you share your stories and it's really, really moving. I mean, literally we pass a microphone around to every runner there So it takes a while, and we all tell a little bit of our story of why we're running, and there's not a dry eye in there so it's really moving.
Do you think that gives you that extra push? Does that kind of set you over the limit on the
Yes.
inspiration to help you get through this?
Yes. When I realized how undertrained I was, yes. Yes. Yeah.
I don't know that you could even say that because you did it. You finished it. You crossed that
Last
finish
year was
line.
the first year I wasn't sure if I was going to finish it, but I did.
No.
So, yeah, but it does.
Okay.
You are motivated by others and motivated to run for these amazing people. And at the dinner, you know, a lot of people are telling a story like I did of I lost, you know, you lost my mother-in-law. They lost somebody, but there's a lot of people that were their loved one is fighting ALS right now, and some of them were there as their plus one. So you're in a room full of people who have ALS too, and hearing their story. So it's, I mean, it's moving. It's really emotional.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm excited for you, Kate. Yeah, to get to have that first experience. And this is your first marathon ever. What a way to come out of the gate with a bang.
Yeah.
Well, I think your mom is right. I think you are going to be hooked because we're really good about that. You come in just a little bit. You come into Team ALS, you come into ALS United, and you're stuck with us. You never want to leave.
Yeah.
But is there something, and now I know you know a little bit of the details because you did get to see your mom go through this and she's told you stuff, but what are you most looking forward to?
Crossing the finish line.
Okay.
Just like the whole race itself, like again, like being able to like hold a sign on the sidelines and look for a familiar face. I don't know. It just like, and it's also like, I love how people like write their name on their shirts and people just like yell it out from the sidelines, even if they don't know the person. So it's just like, it's a fun atmosphere. It's exciting. And I'm excited to experience that because I feel like also like the running is going to be really, really hard, but I feel like having that kind of like push from the outside is just going to make it like still hard, but enjoyable.
Yeah.
It's going to keep you going. I've heard that too. So you're so perceptive already. You already know what's coming for you because I've definitely heard runners say that when you get in that moment, you think you can't do it anymore. Out of nowhere, someone yells out your name or you see somebody cheering you, telling you can do this. And that does it. That pushes you through.
Yeah. If you put your name on, there will be people cheering you the whole time. The shirt I was wearing last year said hope, but it was for hope, you know, someone hope, but they're like, come on, Hope, you got this. I was called Hope for the whole race.
Your new nickname. Your new nickname now.
People say, you know, you put your name on it, or even you know, I didn't wear the ALS singlet last year. It didn't fit me right. But I wore it the year before and I will wear it again this year. So, but people will spot that too. And they're like, oh, you're running for ALS, or just, you know, somebody in the crowd knows somebody that had ALS and they like call out and yell it to you. And then you just feel that they're like, thank you, you know, or something. And it's really awesome. So it does, you get this extra motivation from so many different people that you're not even expecting.
I love it. Well, I love that you two are teaming up to do this together because what a fun mother-daughter activity for real. I think, Mom, if you're watching this, do you want to run a marathon with me? I think the answer would be heck no. So I love that the two of you are going to do this and you're doing it for Jeanette and you, like you said, you're doing it for all the people. Kate, once you're in that room, once you're at that dinner, I just can't even wait for this, how you're going to feel. And I don't know, I think it's going to skyrocket you to that finish line on marathon day when you get to see firsthand what you're doing, how you're impacting so many people. Have you found, by the way, because I think people get intimidated by the fundraising aspect of running for a charity.
Mhm.
Have you found that people are excited and want to take part in your journey and want to help out?
Yeah, I do think, you know, when you're running for like this too is something that we have a personal connection to. People
Yeah.
want to support you, but I also think people are like, oh my God, you're running a marathon. Of course, we want to help you with it. But I do. People have been very supportive. We still, we got to get our fundraising going again. But when we first signed up, you send it out, but now like training is officially starting. It's another opportunity to send out another note or post on Facebook or Instagram that we're starting training. And if you want to make a donation, but yeah, people have been very supportive. And again, the runners in Team ALS are also supportive of giving others ideas on how to fundraise, because it is it's overwhelming. That was my one worry when I first did it. I was like, oh my gosh, if I don't raise this much, we still have to contribute that much.
Yeah.
But then you realize they give you a lot of tools and support to be able to do that and give you ideas. So that's why I want to do a shout out to Sarah Brandt, who has been an amazing leader for Team ALS, for the runners and stuff. She's given us a lot of support to make the process easier of it, that one piece of fundraising that can be daunting for everybody.
Mm-hmm. And it's funny to hear you even say the words that, okay, you signed up to run 26.2 miles, and the thing you were more sort of worried about was the fundraising. Yeah.
Well, a lot of people get nervous about asking for money, but we're asking support for ALS and people with ALS and research and family support and trials. And there's so much. We're still in the same spot we were when my mother-in-law passed. So, so gotta ask for money. So,
like you said, though, it's not, it's you're asking for money to do something that's changing people's lives, that's making their quality of life better, that's providing free care and equipment, and it's giving them the ability to make more moments, make more memories, and be happier with the time they have. So yes, we're asking for money and no one wants to do that, but the money, literally, even if it's just $1, that dollar is changing the world for someone else.
Yeah.
Hands down.
Yeah.
And yes, Sarah is amazing. And that's just so exciting. I'm so excited of what you guys are doing now. If anybody does want to donate, if anyone, is watching your story right now and they want to be a part of this mother-daughter duo that's going to take on the Chicago Marathon, how do they find you?
So I'd have to find the link. Don't have it.
Okay. No, but is it like?
There we are. Someone posted it. Oh, Team ALS did.
Beautiful.
There's a team or a page for Chicago, our ALS group, and you can find everybody's team on there or individual runners. And so you can donate all over because it's all going for the same. But yes, I think somebody just put our team.
I love that. It's our producer extraordinaire that for now, that will forever be named now. Sam is incredible. She is my eyes, my ears, my other half. So yes, there is the link. It's up in the bio. If you want to participate, if you want to be a part of Amy and Kate's journey and want to help support and get them to their fundraising goal while they go take on 26.2 miles at the Chicago Marathon for Team ALS. They're running for their mother-in-law, for their grandma, for everybody that's battling ALS. If you want to be a part of that journey, click that link. You can donate because no amount of money is too small. Like I said, guys, $1 makes a difference. $5, $10, whatever you have, it makes a difference in the lives of those battling ALS.
Yeah.
People are chiming in. I love this. I love seeing you guys get excited. If anyone has, before we let Amy and Kate go, time is ticking away. So if any of you have questions for them, throw those in the comment section right now. I do want to play a quick little game with you girls, though. It'll be fast just because my mama is my best friend, my mom and grandma. So I love the mother-daughter bond. I'm here for it. We're going to play a quick little game of Who Is. Dun, dun, dun. Dun. This is exciting. So I'm just going to ask you girls questions. We're going to get to learn a little bit about you outside of your amazing running abilities. And so I'm going to ask you a question and you tell me who is that person. You can point to who it is if it's yourself. Let's get to know. Oh, always that way. Let's get to know the two of you better. Okay. Who is the biggest junk food junkie? Oh, really?
Should we tell them what I had on the way up?
Tell us.
I bought a Zingers. We stopped at a gas station. Okay, yes. Training hasn't officially started. So, yes.
No judgment. No judgment.
No.
No judgment. You got to get it all in now, right? Your body's burning too many calories. That actually surprises me. I'm not going to lie. I mean, I thought, Kate, you're a college student. I thought that was going to be you. Okay.
She eats better than I do. Yeah.
No judgment. Who is the most likely to toss around movie quotes? Either of you? None of you?
I feel like it's me.
Probably you. Yeah.
Yeah. What movie do you quote the most?
Oh, actually, I was just
Beauty
thinking
and the
about
Beast.
this. Yes,
Yes.
Beauty and the Beast is like my favorite movie. Like I could actually cite the
She
whole
could.
movie like from memory. But
Love
I
it.
was just thinking about because like I was finishing up like my first year of college, and I always think about the quote from It's a Wonderful Life that's like, no man is a failure who has friends. So I really like
Aw.
that one. And then just like a bunch of other ones.
Yeah.
I like that. Well, it's a good one. Who is the best at keeping a secret? Who's the better secret keeper?
Probably her.
But yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. That's me.
Yeah.
It's all that sugar, Amy. It makes you
Must be.
it makes you just tell the things.
Talk.
Who's the better cook?
I think we're both pretty good cooks.
Yeah.
I'd like to say
Ooh.
I am because
Yeah,
I have
you
more
have
experience, but she does cook a lot. So,
Ah,
yeah. Yeah, we
Okay.
both like to cook. I think I have more in my arsenal
Yeah.
of cooking
Yeah.
stuff.
Okay.
But she's not afraid to just try a new recipe or make it up on her own, all
Yeah.
that. So we like to cook in our house.
I love that. Kate,
Yeah.
I feel like you are a very evolved young woman because back in my day in college, let me tell you, everyone lived on ramen noodles and
Yeah.
takeout
Oh,
pizza.
I still have my
Yeah.
fair share of ramen.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. But you're healthy and you like to cook. So you're already light years ahead of the college students I knew back when I was there. No way. Who is the most likely to stay in and binge watch? Who's binging some?
I think you.
What? Okay.
Okay, I would too, but
Yeah.
yeah.
No,
her.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're both there together.
Yes.
Who's more likely to win a game show? Who's going on TV on a game show? Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't do well on pressure. Yeah. I would be like, they'd ask me a question I knew, and I'd be like I always do Wheel of Fortune when I'm like, oh, the pressure of having to
Yeah.
not me. She would do better.
You're doing so great now on camera.
Yeah.
You got this.
Thank you.
If this was a game show, I have faith in you.
Thank you.
Yes. Who watches the most reality TV?
Well, I don't watch
Reality
Survivor.
TV. But not
Okay,
anymore.
that's where
I don't.
I
yeah.
think maybe my husband.
Oh.
Like
Is there
Below
one that is
Deck,
his,
Below
like,
Deck,
what's his show? What's
Yeah.
the one that he just can't live without?
Below Deck.
Below Deck. And then Sophie
Oh.
watches Survivor.
Yeah.
So
I
those two,
used to watch that, but the earlier seasons are better. I don't like the
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. No, so no Real Housewife fans
No,
in the house tonight. Okay. Fair enough.
no.
Who's the better gift giver?
No, you.
Oh,
I don't know. I've been giving some good gifts.
you
but
have been you've been giving good gifts, but me.
Yeah. Because
Be careful, Kate. Otherwise, your Christmas gifts are going to find their way to be returned or something.
Yeah.
So if one of you were to, become more one with nature, who'd be the most likely to become a beekeeper?
Oh God.
You. Oh.
You. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Me?
Yeah.
Heck no.
Well, I wouldn't.
I don't know. It sounds kind of cool. The more you hear how important bees are.
Except we went for a hike when we moved her into Colorado, like the first weekend there, and Kate and I went for a hike and she got stung by a bee. So I don't know
Okay.
if you'd want to do it.
Not your thing. Fair enough. Who gives the best advice?
No. Thank
Yeah. Is there one that sticks
Yeah.
with you, Kate? Is there like a piece of advice your mom gave you that comes to mind that you really go back to?
I feel like, I mean, there's probably a bunch, but like the easiest thing to say is just like picking a college. Because I was kind of like going back and forth between going far away to Colorado or staying close to home and going to U of I. But my mom was kind of like, go for it. You can always come back closer to home. So I went to Colorado and I had like the best year of my life. So I feel like I probably would not have gone if she didn't push me to do that. So
Aw,
Go for it. Yeah.
I love that. Beautiful. Well, last and final question. Who's about to cross the finish line at the Chicago Marathon for Team ALS?
Us.
Woo!
Both of us.
Oh,
Yes.
I am so excited for you girls. I'm so proud of you. I cannot wait to hear what your experience is like, Kate, and for you, even Amy, having her there with you. I think that is so
It's
beautiful.
going to be
And
awesome.
awesome. Congratulations, guys. Good luck on all the training. I know you guys are going to kill it, and everyone is going to be out there cheering you on. So have the best time at the marathon. And before we go, we've been doing this cute little thing at the end of every episode. And Amy, I knew I kind of threw this to you ahead of time, but is there something that was really important to your mother-in-law, to Jeanette, that maybe everyone watching can do as just a little nod to her, to say, you know, is it her favorite food? Is it something that we can challenge our viewers to do in memory of her?
I think what I said before, she was just present with her loved ones and family, and for everyone to just go pop into somebody's game or go offer free babysitting for a little while so somebody can go do something. Just be there and be around people and surprise them with something.
I love that. So if you're watching this, take a moment to really just be extra present and do something really special for someone else, and just enjoy your life. Enjoy that you are here, and do all of that in memory of her and all of those battling ALS.
She's yeah.
eat a pierogi.
Oh, I love it. Well, girls, anything you want to say before we let you go and enjoy your vacation?
Just thank you, Susan, for doing this, for these, you know, I know you're going to do it once a week this month, but it's great I peeked at some of your episodes. It's great to see the people you're bringing on and telling their stories or whatever they're doing for ALS. And some of them have, you know, see the ones that are fighting it. You're giving a voice to a lot of people, and it's amazing work. So thank you.
Thank you guys so much. No, thank you for taking the time. Thank you for sharing your story. And thank you for running 26.2 miles for everyone that is battling this disease. Thank you, girls, so much. Have the best marathon.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Bye.
Bye.
I just love a good mother and daughter duo, and those two are just absolutely exceptional. Again, guys, if you want to be a part of their journey, if you want to help support and get them to their fundraising goal, make sure you click the link there. You can do that. And if you want to come out, head out to Chicago in October, guys, for the Chicago Marathon, because as you heard straight from Amy and Kate, it means so much to be on those sidelines cheering those runners on. I know everyone on Team ALS will appreciate the love and support. So feel free to come and be a part of those cheer tents. I will see you guys next week. We are back here for our next live episode of Season Sunflower Hour on May 28th with some more incredible guests. And until then, guys, for Jeanette, let's be present. Let's go out there and enjoy life and every second of it, because we are so lucky to be here, and life goes by way faster than we could ever imagine. So let's enjoy it for her and all those battling ALS. I will see you back here on May 28th for the next live episode. And until then, everybody, be bright and shine your light.